Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about 5 must-see comedies that I feel are underrated. So these comedies that I'm going to be telling you about are from the late 90s to early 2000s, and I feel like they're kind of now just a little underrated, and the ratings on its Wikipedia page are just not accurate enough. So I want to tell you guys what movies you should check out and why. Please remember to like and subscribe and turn on post notifications so you're notified each time I post. Let's get into it. So I'm also going to be reading the summaries right off of Google search because if you allow me to do it, we're going to spend about like 3 hours here. So let's get started. The first movie I'm going to tell you guys to check out is Clifford. Not the big red dog,
That is not correct.
but Clifford. It came out in 1994. When you go on the Google search, it has a rating of 5.5 out of 10 from IMDb. It has 13% for Rotten Tomatoes, and then it has a 2.9 out of 5 for Letterboxd. Never heard of them, but okay. 82% of people like this movie, and I am with that 82%. I don't know what the critics saw, but I saw a genius masterpiece. I'll get into what it's about. When his brother asks him to look after his young son, Clifford, Martin Daniels agrees, taking the boy into his home and introducing him to his future wife, Sarah. Clifford is fixated on the idea of visiting a famed theme park, and Martin, an engineer who helped build that park, makes plans to take him. But when Clifford reveals himself to be a first-rate brat, his uncle goes bonkers and a loony intergenerational standoff ensues. So the main takeaway and what makes this movie so funny to me is that the supposed 10-year-old child is being played by Martin Short, a fully grown man. That's the first humor in it for me. It's the humor for me. Some other notable people in here, I'll show the cast list, but there's, like I said, Martin Short. There is Charles Grodin. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. I'm probably gonna butcher a couple of names. Forgive me. There is Ben Savage from Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World. Richard Kind, he plays the father on Big Mouth, if you didn't know. I'm just saying. And Mary Steenburgen. So sorry if I'm butchering these names. This is a really funny movie to watch, and I totally recommend you guys watch it. There are so many funny scenes in here and moments.
Father also put the hot sauce in my drink.
That I don't know.
You don't.
No.
You don't.
No.
You don't.
No.
You have no idea who did that.
I would suspect the bartender. You would suspect. Theory.
Well, you know, I would suspect someone else. Now, who could that be?
If you are about to say what I think you're about to say, then I don't want to hear it. Because Sarah Davis loves you, Uncle Martin. She wouldn't do that. Oh, she has problems with you, but every relationship goes through that.
Martin Short's facial expressions and the little things he does and his annoying factors just is hilarious within this film. And like I said, mainly because he is playing a bratty 10-year-old. So yeah, definitely a movie that you guys should check out. There are 3 free ways you can watch, well, free if you already have these programs, ways that you can watch Clifford. If you have Hulu subscription, if you have HBO Max subscription, if you have Amazon Prime Video subscription. The next movie you guys should check out is Stay Tuned. It came out in 1992, and it's about a salesman, Roy Nabel, spends all his free time watching television to the exasperation of his wife, Helen. One day, TV salesman Spike convinces Roy to buy a satellite dish offering 666 channels. The new addition to Roy's home entertainment system sucks him and Helen into Hellvision, a realm run by Spike, who is an emissary of Satan. I said emissary. Who is an emissary of Satan. For 24 hours, the couple must survive devilish parodies of TV programs if they want to return to reality alive. So, this movie was great all around. Some notable people in it is John Ritter, Eugene Levi, and Jeffrey Jones. It was hilarious. My favorite moment from this was when they got the husband and wife, John Ritter and his wife Helen, were turned into cartoon characters, mainly mice, and they were being chased by a robotic cat. And if you know what that means, it's basically a homage to Tom and Jerry. So I found that part pretty hilarious. But overall, this movie was hilarious. I watch a lot of TV, so to see this little couch potato get sucked into TV by the devil is just, it's worth a watch. The ratings, it got 6.3 out of 10 on IMDb and 47% on Rotten Tomatoes. But 86% of Google users like this movie, so definitely check it out. It also has like a play off of certain TV shows that we see now. Like there was one where it was like driving over Miss Daisy instead of driving Miss Daisy.
Hey, lady, watch out!
It's definitely worth a watch. It's pretty cool to see. Or stay tuned. You can watch it for free on YouTube, Pluto TV, Tubi, Crackle, and Amazon Prime if you have a subscription. So the next movie we're going to talk about is Shallow Hal. This movie came out in 2001 and it's different. On IMDb, it has a 5.9 out of 10 ratings, a 49% ratings on Rotten Tomatoes, and then a 48% on Metacritic. So, but 87% of Google users like it. So, I'm just saying. The story revolves around Hal, who, taking his dying father's advice, dates only the embodiments of female physical perfection. But all that changes after Hal has an unexpected run-in with self-help guru Tony Robbins. Intrigued by Hal's shallowness, Robbins hypnotizes him into seeing the beauty that exists, even in the least physically appealing woman. So, Hal's basically shallow. He only dates pretty women and talks to pretty women and doesn't give a physically unattractive woman a chance. But with this self-help guru, he makes Shal only see like the beauty within those physically unattractive people. It's just a journey through that. He meets a woman who's 300 pounds, but when he sees her, she's like thin and looks like a model. Little things happens within the movie and he's like, how does it happen? I mean, she's like this thin. Like in one example, a chair breaks at a restaurant and it's like made out of steel or metal, and she breaks and he's like, what is this made out of? So yeah, just stuff like that. It's like we see what he sees and then we see what his friend sees, and it's like something completely different, and what Hal would deem as unattractive. I mean, what Hal would deem as unattractive. So definitely worth a watch. Some notable people in this movie is Jack Black, Gwyneth Paltrow, Jason Alexander, Tony Robbins. I mean, a couple of other like famous people, but those are like the main three I know. Also, fun fact, one of the ladies in the movie, Bonnie Aaron, she plays the nun from The Conjuring 2 and The Nun. So, you know, you get to see her out of makeup in case that movie scared you like it scared me and I had to go look up the behind the scenes or just the makeup process. Just remember, she's not real. So yeah, definitely worth a watch. You can watch Shallow Hal on Hulu, HBO Max, and Amazon Prime Video, all with subscriptions. Okay, so our next movie is Drop Dead Fred. I like to say it as Drop Dead Fred. You know, I like to have an accent in there. Drop Dead Fred. I think it's because the character that plays Fred has an accent, but I'm sorry. I just, you know, I love accents. Okay, so Drop Dead Fred is about a unhappy housewife gets a lift from the return of her imaginary childhood friend, Drop Dead Fred. Yeah, it's just basically about being reunited with her old childhood imaginary friend as an adult, you know? It's like basically you wonder, where's your childhood friend at, you know? You know, for me, I'm like, where's Tina? Where's Paige? Where did she go? Where did Max go? How are they doing? Are they helping other little kids bring out their creativity like they did with me? Who knows? But yeah, this film was made in 1991, so like I said, we are taking it back to the 90s and 2000s. I forgot what those radio things be saying. Taking it back to the 99 and 2000s. I believe she goes back to stay with her mother, and little stuff happens around the house, and even her mother takes her back to her childhood, like psychologist, therapist, counselor, I'm not sure. She took her back to go see someone for her to talk to, and it's just about like basically being reunited with your childhood friend, I mean your imaginary childhood friend, and while being an adult and just seeing how all of that just was how life is like with that. Some of the ratings, it got a 6 out of 10 on IMDb. It has 11% on Rotten Tomatoes, and then it has 25% on Metacritic. But as we always say, the Google users has 87% of like this movie. So I don't know what that says, but who you gonna trust? Who you gonna call? No, I'm just kidding. So notable people in this movie are Carrie Fisher, Phoebe Cates, Rick McGill. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm trash. I'm sorry. I'm like a substitute teacher. I'm so sorry. Ron Eddard. I'm gonna just leave these names alone and let y'all just keep looking. Another fun fact, Jennifer Rubin. She was in this movie called The Crush, and she was also in Nightmare on Elm Street, The Dream Master 3. So, you know, for all my horror movie fans out there, like me. There you go. You can watch Drop Dead Fred on nothing for free. You can pay $3.99 on YouTube, Google Play, iTunes, Apple TV, Vudu, and Amazon Prime Video. Also, I don't know if I just said Vudu correctly. I don't know if that's how you pronounce this place, but I'm sorry. I tried. Don't forget, I'm a substitute teacher here, so what I'm gonna be talking about is Rat Race. So this is a good film. I would definitely recommend you watch with your family, but you don't have to like watch with them. I just feel like it's a good like family night watch with your friends, watch with whoever. I just feel like it's a good movie to watch as a whole, but you could definitely, you know, it's very good by yourself. So Rat Race it was filmed in 2001. It is a ensemble film with about easy money, greed, manipulation, and bad driving. A Vegas casino tycoon entertains his wealthiest high rollers, a group that will bet on anything by pitting 6 ordinary people against each other in a wild dash for $2 million. Jammed into a locker hundreds of miles away, the tycoon and his wealthy friends monitor each racer's every move to keep track of their favorites. The only rule in this race is that there are no rules. Nothing is off limits. You could run somebody over. You could hit somebody over the head with the hot skillet. You could stab them. No, I'm just kidding. Don't go to that extreme. But yeah, this movie was really, really entertaining. I remember when my aunt first told me about this movie, and I was a little hesitant, but then I'm like, oh my God, I wrote for these favorites. I'm like, you really get into it and you're like, I hope this person gets there first, or I hope that person gets there first, or it's just funny all around. Each character goes through some type of obstacle multiple times on their way to get the money, and it's like you never know who's gonna actually get it, who's the closest, all of that. Some of their family members don't want to go. Some of them are just like, whatever, I don't care. So it's definitely fun, and kind of just like the wealthy people in this movie. If you're watching it like with your friends or family, you can all place y'all little bets on who y'all think is gonna make it to this $2 million. Also, what they did at the end with the $2 million, like whoever won, it was unbelievable. So please definitely go give this a watch. So this one, it did say it's an ensemble cast type of film. So a few people in here is Whoopi Goldberg, Seth Green, Cuba Gooding Jr., Breckin Mayer, John Cleese, Amy Smart, Rowan Atkinson. Let's see, Kathy, Jimmy, Kevin Frazier, Dean Cain. Oh, also Smash Mouth. Yes. Ways that you can watch Rat Race. It's on Pluto TV for free, Amazon Prime Video if you have a premium subscription, Cinemax with the subscription. I'm only telling you the free options and things you might need to subscribe to. And then Paramount Plus subscription. Oh my gosh, I was struggling to say subscription. I would definitely leave a description of all these films that you should definitely be watching or checking out. I will do this again, so please recommend me. Ciao.